I don't know when to start. Okay. I'm gonna start now because I can. Can anybody, like, can you guys see? You can just see the PowerPoint, right? That's all there is. Cool. On the screen. I don't know how Zoom works very well. Okay, so hello and thank you for coming. This is our first digital meeting ever. This was probably the best way to start it off considering all the things that the university has been making us do. So this is also the safest way. But we wanted to give an opportunity for anybody who's new here or hasn't, like, you know, gotten the chance to actually do anything club related yet to, like, see what we do and what we generally do. Because a lot that we usually do we'll probably not be able to do this semester. So we just want to be able to show you what you can do in the future and how things will change. So that'll be exciting and super fun. We can start with introductions. I am the president. My name is Zoe Westhoff, senior, business major. That's pretty much it. We can go in a row. Sarah, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, everyone. I'm really happy you guys came. It's really exciting that we're doing a virtual meeting. I'm Sarah Kelly. I guess I'm technically the vice president. I was originally just going to be in a support role, and I decided to just take over because we didn't really have someone doing those like things that we needed done for that. So yeah, I'm the vice president. I am a junior. I do speech, language, and hearing science for my major, and yeah, that's about it.
Hey, I'm Sydney Dinwiddie. I'm VP of Outreach, so I'll be running the social media accounts this semester, and I will actually be sending something out really soon about trying to get you guys more involved with that as well.
Sweet.
Am I next? Okay, I'm Lydia Reed. I'm a sophomore, and I'm the VP of Projects. And then my major is also the Speech, Language, and Hearing Sciences.
Okay, I can go, I guess. My name's Lillian Hatch. I'm a senior here at Mizzou, and I'm secretary of this lovely club. And I'm also glad that you guys are here today. And I know we're all excited to see some new faces and kind of see how this all ends up working out this semester. But I definitely am glad to see all you here.
Yes, and we are missing our treasurer, but she will be here momentarily. Her name is Maggie. If you ever need money-related things. This is Sustain Mizzou, if you don't already know. I don't know how many people are reoccurring, but we are a 501c3 nonprofit, nonpartisan environmental club on campus. We are dedicated to cooperation, local action, and education on campus. We're just pretty much like, we're the oldest and largest environmental club on campus. We've been around since 2003. We have about 300 active members when we actually generally do have meetings at the beginning of fall. We have last fall, our first meeting had over 100 people at it. So there's a good reason that we didn't do it in person. So that's exciting though for when we actually do things in person. There's a lot of different opportunities you guys can pick. It's pretty much pick your own involvement. You come to one meeting technically now. You're a member. Yay. You can pick and choose. We usually do like meetings and everything every other week, but we're gonna have to change that up this semester. But yeah, it's a fun club. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, so I can do this. What we usually do when it's not now, we have a lot of projects. So we do beekeeping. So we'll do generally bi-weekly like beekeeping checkups. We're doing something like that this semester. We do stream cleans. So stream team goes out and cleans out different streams around Columbia. Like I think we usually go to Jeff City. Sometimes we'll do campouts. It's really fun. We work with Missouri River Relief, and we find really weird, neat stuff, getting on a little boat sometimes. We have Footprint, which we are looking for more people to, it's like a every project is like a sub club in a way, is the best way to describe it. Footprint, so that's like our digital online blog that we do. So anything that you want published, it can be videos, photos, articles, poetry, like literally anything you want, and you want to be able to publish it and share it with other people, you can put it on there. If you're interested in that, you do not have to be a journalism major. You don't have to do anything involved with, you know, anything major wise. If you have something you want to put on there, you can contact us. I'll resend out the newsletter with information on stuff like this if you guys want to join like Footprint and stuff like that. We do e-waste drives generally every semester. This is like really popular in the community for some reason. So this is just, we'll have usually people table and set up, and then we'll have people just come and bring old things like Christmas lights. We get some weird looking vacuum cleaners, just various things, TVs, stuff like that. We do clothing drives. Generally, we'll do like a clothing swap with the sustainability office sometimes, but the clothing drives are fun. So we might do one this semester. If not, we'll do one, you know, later on. Hopefully we can do a clothing swap in the next year, which is really fun. We do it kind of casually, and we'll just throw stuff on a table and you kind of just bring stuff in, take stuff out. It's really fun. We do local food for local people. So we'll be doing a food drive this semester to help out. Well, we're going to pick where we want the food to go, but we usually do, this one's usually fun. We'll sit in speaker's circle and we'll dress up like vegetables. And we generally ask people for money, and then we give it to, we'll usually give it to CCUA here in town, which is the Columbia Center for Urban Agriculture. We raise money for them and help them out a lot, which is really fun. And also you get to like dance and like other people for money. It's really fun. But we might just do like a can drive this year. Weatherization is like a smaller project. Is usually we have a team that goes in and like weatherizes houses and has stuff going on like that. It just teaches people how to like, generally people live in really old, crappy places around here, and they're not the best for utilities. So we'll help people like caulk their windows and like close off drafts and stuff like that. I think we're going to be doing something educational, something like that. Sustainability week. Yeah, that was fun. We planned it all last semester and then it got canceled. So it's a really fun, it's like one of the best things that we do. We do like a giant tabling event with pretty much any club that's related to sustainability, social, economic, or environmental. And then we'll do like, we have the smoothie bike, we'll make smoothies. We do like movies, we do tree plantings, can drive usually that week. But the big one is we do Ecochella at the end of the week, which is a giant concert that we plan. And it was in Peace Park last year. Or I guess it was last year. Super fun, lots of planning involved. It's a great time. Hopefully we'll be able to do something like that. It's usually in the spring. We'll have meetings like this every other week, generally. So they're called our general meetings. So we have different topics that we talk about. Like we did one on the Anthropocene. We did one, our Halloween meeting is always sustainable death practices, which is really fun and entertaining. We do different ones that I can never think of. We have different guest speakers that'll come in and do it. We'll have activities. We did like DIY, like laundry detergent, just things to help people like help zero waste activities. We'll do stuff on food. We'll do stuff on fair trade. Pretty much any sustainable topic you want to hear about, we usually try to talk about so people know more about it. We can go into recycling, we can go into like basic topics and stuff like that, and we can have a good time with it. So hopefully we can do at least something like that this semester. But in-person meetings, we'll see. We usually collab with a lot of clubs on campus. We're hoping to do stuff with CLAM this semester, which is the Climate Action Leaders at Mizzou. Hopefully with MAB, and which is Mizzou Alternative Breaks. And then we usually do stuff like with the PSNIC, we do stuff with CCUA, we do stuff with the Columbia Farmers Market, the Sustainability Office, but if it exists. But either way, it's a lot of fun. We collab with pretty much anybody. We'll do a fundraiser this semester. We're going to try and give CCUA a little bit of help because they're struggling for donations right now, considering of the pandemic. But we'll do like a sticker drive and everything. It's real fun. We did one to help the fires in Australia last year. That was good. We usually have potlucks, which are super fun. We'll have somebody's house and we'll just go there, and like several people will show up and they'll bring food, and we all just have a really good time. We just hang out and talk. So like that's one of the main ways that you can get involved and like meet people and like have a good time and like actually like have a social aspect of the club. Well, pretty much any of these, but like it was one of our main ones. We'll do tabling on campus. We'll do a lot of other things that I probably haven't mentioned, but it just really depends. But hopefully we just want to get you excited for actually in the future and actually doing things. We'll try and do as much as we possibly can this semester. We'll see when campus maybe might close, but that really depends. So everything's kind of up in the air, but when it's not, it's a really good time, and we want you to be, you know, excited and happy and involved with that. So that's fun. Sarah, did you want to talk about the calendar? Okay.
So, because everything, basically, the organization that's like over us, that tells us like what we're allowed to do, has told us that we can have a max of 15 people together, social distance with masks on campus. And like we have just 6 exec members. So like that right there is almost half, which makes it really hard for us to like plan anything. So we've been trying to come up with some ideas for ways that you guys can meet up in person or like get involved without having to like deal with those regulations. So we have some events put together. All of this is really tentative because we have no idea if campus is going to close. So the first thing we have is the Beehive checkup. That is going to be the second and fourth Monday of every month until it gets too cold to check, because they're really sensitive to the cool like weather. So we need to just make sure we're not like opening up the hive when they are going to get too cold for that. So we've got the Beehive checkup the 14th, the 28th, and then those couple of dates in October, tentative, weather dependent. We're not really sure how that's going to work right now. We're thinking we may have you guys sign up just because it is on campus. We don't want to have more than 15 people. The person in charge of running the Beehive will kind of just like talk you through what he's doing, like give some information on like the bees and different things like that. It's pretty educational. It's really cool. Normally we would allow you guys to get into suits and actually like help, but because those are shared, we don't want to expose anybody. So we're just going to have you guys kind of like be there with masks on and just watch. We are planning a stream cleanup at Hinkson Park. We're still kind of working out like the exact timeline of that for that September 27th. We will have probably as many volunteers as we want, just because we can spread out for that one. And then depending on how things are going, we may do one October 3rd as well. We are having an e-waste drive October 5th through the 9th. So it'll be really simple. You guys can just drop your e-waste off at a location on campus. And then we are trying to work on getting compost bin built for campus. We originally had a project that worked on compost for campus, but it kind of fell apart. So
well, I mean, it's technically CCUA now, so it fell in the right direction. So it's okay.
It's like on their campus, like anyone can bring their compost there. So just so you guys know, if you do have compost, you can bring it to CCUA and just drop it off. But we're working on trying to build a location on campus for you guys. So we're going to do like a build, and that's an opportunity where you guys could like get together and help build that with social distancing as much as possible. And then we are planning to do a canned food drive for Tiger Pantry. It's going to be the 2 weeks before Thanksgiving to hopefully give them like that extra boost of food. I'm going to read. The beehives are over by Hatch and like what is that ice cream? Stripes, whatever. I don't know exactly. It's like over by Hatch, so it's across the bridge on College Ave.
It's Eccles Hall. It's like the Butterfly Garden by Eccles Hall. So
that is though. So if generally it's over by Hatch, and we can give you more like specific details if you do decide to go to that. We are also thinking, it's technically on campus. I'm reading your message, Bailey. So we can give more specific details. We're also going to try to do at least one live checkup where we have like someone there on Instagram, like posting a video while he's like going through the hive checkup. So if you aren't able to make it for whatever reason, you can check that out there. But yeah, we're working on some maybe other like potential projects, just trying to figure out like some ways to get you guys involved, because I know people are dying for in-person interaction. So kitchen and home compost to CCUA. Yeah, so any food, anything that's compostable you can take to CCUA. I think like if it needs like an actual facility for composting, like if it needs to be like a little bit higher grade, they won't be able to take it. So like a lot of times like utensils, like eating utensils that are compostable need to be like composted at a facility. But like any food or anything like that, yes.
Yeah, technically compostable like eating utensils are useless, but that's a whole nother discussion. But unless you actually have the ways to dispose of them. But yeah, you can take it to CCUA, but also like any of the community gardens in town have their own little compost things. We can share, or at least we'll try and do some type of like PowerPoint share that has our composting like guidelines on it if you want help knowing what you can and cannot bring. But we can also tell you where all the I think it's just Columbia Community Garden. That's just who has a lot of compost place. But I think, yeah, that's
going off of that really quickly. Just so you guys know, because like normally our meetings are education based, we're trying to figure out if you guys would even be interested in Zoom calls for that. But I think we're going to try to put together like PDFs or like some kind of resource for some of our more common topics, like how to recycle, how to compost, like those kinds of things. So if you guys are interested in contributing to that, if you do know anything about any of those things, we would love the help on making those. So yeah, we're trying to put together resources for a lot of the typical questions we get.
Yeah, and if you guys want to like make anything, you can put it on Footprint, and we'll actually make it real cool this year. It'll be real fun. We can collab. Yeah. So the whole point of this now is we wanted to give you guys an option to actually talk to us and actually ask questions for like this. And wanted you guys to like at least be able to introduce yourselves if you'd like, or make some friends, or like if you're not in the group me already, you can join the group me. That's a great way. We usually have like an unofficial sustainability chat if you'd like to make friends that way. We just want to give you guys the option to like actually talk to people and get involved and actually do things. And if you have any questions like right now, we'd like to talk to you about it. Yeah. Does anybody have anything? I don't know.
So are you guys like educational too? Do you like tell us like how to live a better like zero waste life or be more sustainable?
Yeah. So like generally our meetings are pretty much based around that. We did like a zero waste meeting. We do like what's the best way, like the most sustainable way to like eat, simple things like that. But then we also talk about the bigger picture and like things that like you shouldn't feel necessarily responsible for, but like ways that you can help, especially in our community specifically and on campus. Like we get a lot of questions about campus dining, and like we have no control over campus dining, which has been a reoccurring irritating thing. But we would like to, if you wanted to do something about that, we can work that way. We're just supposed to give you an outlet to like, if you want something, we can do it. Like that's like, we want to teach you about things. We want to like be able to educate you about what's going on and answer your questions and be like an outlet for just anything sustainability related. Yeah, generally we'll have like outlines and like things to like just tell you how to live a better sustainable life. So if that answers your question at all. But yeah. Does anybody?
Yeah, I had a question. Like, how do we like get into the group me or like to that?
If you're not in the group me already, you can just email us and like email your phone number and your name. Okay. Or when I send out the newsletter again, I'll do it twice this week because I don't know how many people actually got it. In there's like a link to the group me, and it should take you directly there, and then you can just join.
Okay, cool.
That's probably like the easiest way. It also has links to like all of our other social media on there, and we're working on getting everything started again because we had a couple setbacks. So because we got a couple people got sick, so we're better now. So yeah. Does anybody have any other questions? Anybody want to introduce themselves? Say hi. Is everybody here a freshman? Is anybody here not a freshman? Freshman shaking hands.
I'm a sophomore.
Ooh. Hello, welcome.
All right, I don't know if I was talking over you. My name is Victoria. This is my first semester here, but I am a sophomore.
Perfect. Well, thank you for coming. We appreciate it. Yeah, usually we'll get a lot more upperclassmen at the later later meetings because this is like our introduction meeting. But like, really happy everybody's here. This is great. Thank you guys. Yeah.
Question for everyone that's here. We've been trying to gauge interest in like doing Zoom meetings just because I know like a lot of classes are online. You're sitting through Zoom meetings all day, but we still want to like have that interaction. So would you guys be interested in Zoom meetings that are like once a month or every other week is what we usually do for our like in-person meetings? So would you want that? Like, does anyone have an opinion they'd like to share about that?
Would they be like educational meetings, or is it just like us like discussing, like obviously if we're not having like events and it's not going to be like planning anything, so it's just kind of like group discussions about like topics and stuff?
I think it would be fun to do like where we like have a topic and we just kind of talk about it, and it like can be a little bit more interactive because I think it would be hard to just like sit through a PowerPoint where someone teaches you about something.
Right.
I mean, that's what we kind of do in our regular meetings anyway. We it's a PowerPoint, but we'll make you talk. I mean, only if you want to, but like, you know, we'll try to induce like some discussion with everybody so we can see what everybody wants to talk about.
I think that's fine. Like, I don't have a problem, especially like if they're like in the afternoon. Usually like breaks it up a little bit. Like you have class in the morning and then like clubs in the evenings.
Yeah, usually our meetings are like they're always on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. But sometimes that'll like overlap. Like I know that the Sunrise Movement's having a meeting like right now, and they have like a similar topic, which I'm like, well, let's make sure we don't overlap that one again. But yeah, that's another good thing to check out in Columbia if you care about like not necessarily being nonpartisan, but like that's something to do too. Yeah. What else? Perfect. Is everybody on the newsletter?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Newsletter is the best way to like get information. So like that's where we'll kind of put any updates that we have. We'll put it on our social media as much as we can. It'll be in the group me, but like the newsletter is like a guaranteed Monday you're gonna have information about what's going on. We try to do like if anybody else is having something sustainability related that week, we'll put it in the newsletter. We'll show you stuff like that, which is really fun. Oh, it also has all the links to like all the forms and everything that you need to like sign up. There's an interest form in the newsletter. If you guys have any like questions or anything, you can also put that there, or just comments in general if you don't want to say them now. But yeah. Do you have any other anything?
What are some of like the other clubs that you guys like are involved in? Like with everything like being online, it's kind of confusing and like overwhelming, like getting involved in everything, because like you don't like nobody can have events, so it's like, do they even want new members right now? So like what are some of the other things like you guys like do?
Like us or like everybody else?
Or anybody, like I don't
we'll do stuff with CLAM, which is the Climate Action Leaders in Mizzou. They're gonna have Zoom meetings this semester. I think they're generally on Mondays. So they're at least trying to do stuff. I know that it's kind of hard to navigate Engage, but like Engage has a list of everything on there. I think the virtual involvement fair is tomorrow. So those clubs that you would actually like to go check out, that's probably an opportunity for you to just do that in the middle of the day, but it is in the middle of the day, so it does get a little irritating. But they are looking for new members. I would say that most clubs are looking for new members right now, but they're not going to be able to do a lot this semester. But they still want you. So like, we want you here. We just want to get you excited for next semester. So, but give you the opportunity. Is anybody else involved in any clubs that are actually doing anything?
I know that CLAM is planning on doing Zoom meetings on Mondays, I think at 7. They haven't had any yet. The first one will be like this upcoming Monday.
Perfect. Yeah. Hello, everyone. Okay. With CLAM, I would, I don't know how to get involved in CLAM. I would follow them on their social media, and then I think they have a newsletter now and a website. So I think if you go to their website, it'll show you how to get involved and everything. They're just like the political side of it. They handle political things. So we try to keep a neutral stance on things so that way everybody, the environment is inclusive. We don't want anybody to feel left out based upon politics or anything of that nature. And this is supposed to be something that in which anybody can like learn and grow and have a good time. But I mean, we'll still, you know, voice our concerns, but to an extent. So yeah, we used to have Greeks Go Green. I do not know if that exists anymore, which is sad. We used to have the sustainability office, where I have no idea what's going on with that. So if we have any updates on anything else sustainability related, we'll put it in the newsletter. But frankly, a lot of things got cut over the summer. So makes me feel bad for you guys, but it's fine. It'll get much better next semester. So
Hopefully.
yeah. We'll see if, you know, campus stays open first off. So
We can only hope.
I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. Taking bets if anybody wants to get in on that. So, yes.
Does anyone have any more questions? Anything they want to say?
We are here for you.
Feel free to email us if you think of anything. You guys don't have to stick around. Like this is the extent of our meeting. We just wanted to tell you what to expect from this semester and say hi. So if you need to go, if you have anywhere to be, you can do.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everybody. Sorry it's not very eventful, but we just wanted to make sure that you guys had a way to feel like you were involved, and then we'll stir it up a little bit more. Oh, the semester